YouTube is on. Now I guess that's on. Sound over here?
Built by Ripple, vision lit so strong. Brad Garlinghouse pushing progress along. The code runs deep, designed to always last. David Schwartz building rails that move value fast.
All right. We're live. We're live on YouTube. Getting, let's see.
We share the same belief on a global network, finding real relief. Built for the speed, built to connect. Moving value forward with every respect. With a dollar, just begun. Stacking steady, so having fun.
They rock and roll. Little Thursday night rock and roll crypto intro to crypto coming live to you all. If you like what you're listening to, let us know. It's the rock and roll version of the Intro to Crypto. In honor of Blaze, one of our followers, you're getting ready for the Intro to Crypto podcast coming to you live just a few minutes away. If you're live with us, let us know. We're looking forward to speaking with you, talking to you today. Got some great conversations.
XRP is here, the rails are set in stone. Value moving fast into the great unknown. Side by side, we're learning every day. The signal is clear, we found the way.
We're our people, a world of intro to crypto. We have people lining up over here, coming on strong. All right.
David and Michael, the truth is what we speak. Not hype, not noise, not chasing a ghost. Just the utility that matters the most. It's not about the trend or the overnight scheme. It is about the clarity.
We're going to be going over today a couple of major cryptos. One of the most important things to do is to learn about what crypto is, what is digital assets. We'll play this later. Welcome to the Intro to Crypto. Michael Cristoforo, David Lamel here. Thank you for joining us here. It is Thursday night. There are people who have been asking us to talk about specific cryptos who follow us on a regular basis. Maybe this is new to you. This is very important to know if you're learning about Intro to Crypto or digital assets for the first time. Please remember that this is not financial advice. This is a chance for you to learn about digital assets and technology. I'm a realtor. This is a mortgage broker. We come on twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays now. We appreciate your community, your being here with us. We appreciate your love, your support, and hopefully you're going to get something out of this every week when you're watching and listening. So, a couple of big things to talk about. First, let's talk about the craziness that's been happening in the crypto market over the last couple of weeks.
It was very, so it's still suppressing, it's been still very suppressing,
Yes.
or depressing, I should say, because
Depressing.
it's been suppressed a little bit.
Yes.
And it was funny because I was listening to Jake the other day, and to hear Jake Claver seemed like he was a little depressed himself.
Yeah.
He was being honest
I
about
missed
it.
the show. What did he say?
No, he was just like, it's tough to be up when
Things
you're
are down.
Yep. So, it's just, but when you know what you know,
It's-
Jake says he's still dollar cost averaging. So, that helps.
I have one of my family members just had a baby boy. Big thing this Saturday. We have a party to go to in Massachusetts. And I said, as a gift, I said, I've done this before with our family members. Would you like crypto or would you prefer a donation towards his college fund? And when you hear back from them about that,
Nice.
When you have the opportunity to get an asset given to you as a gift or in something that could be of some serious value over the next 5 to 10 years and be life changing, this is something where it can make everything a big difference. Bitcoin, the PD coin, is back on with us. Thank you so much for being with us, aka Biden hair sniffer.
You didn't change your name back yet?
Didn't change the name, and we want to apologize.
It's been a week.
It's been more. It's been a week and a half, I think, because were you here Friday?
I was here.
You weren't here Friday.
Oh, I wasn't here Friday, so it was last Monday. Oh, today's Thursday. Oh my gosh, you're right.
So Michael was in Florida this past week, and he got stuck there with the snow. And didn't come back Monday, so we couldn't do the show Monday. We had so much snow that we landed with. I'm not sure how much snow any of you guys got over there. We had about, I want to say 20 inches came in on Monday. Another 20 inches. It's like the South Pole over here in Connecticut.
That was a big one. Sorry I missed it, guys. I'm really sorry I missed it.
I wondered, by the way, you came home with your driveway nice and clean?
My son took care of it.
Very nice. So Mike was away. Cast happened on Monday, so we apologize not being live with you guys on Monday. We are back here, and a handful of you guys out there who watch and listen asked about talking about some really important assets, cryptos, that being of Canton, Zebec, and of course our XRP. And with that being said, we want to get into it. If you don't know what Canton is, it's definitely something we think it's a good idea to learn about. We've got some information here, and if you guys are listening out there who are watching, go ahead.
Can I just give my disclaimer? I don't have Canton, and I don't have Zebec still
at this point.
So I just want you guys to know I'm learning sort of with you on this. So I just, I was reading through the notes already, actually, that Dave helped me and generated, and I already learned some things on this. Very interesting.
So if there's thoughts and feelings, ideas, anything you want to think about or recommend or talk about, please let us know. We have some very smart people who watch and follow this show as well. So imagine a private internet just for banks and big money. This is the Canton network. Most blockchains are fully public, like shouting in a park. Canton is different. It lets companies keep secrets, but still connect to other companies safely without everyone seeing everything. It's like a group text where only the people involved in that message can read it, even though it's on a big shared network.
I do like that, and I think that is an essential thing that we need to have, where there needs to be some privacy. If you're purchasing or not purchasing, if you're getting paid and everything's on the blockchain, if somebody got a hold of your QR code, then everybody would see everything that happens under that QR code. So and that would definitely be a problem.
That plays into the Zebec as well. When was it developed? It was developed around 2019, 2020. Public launch was announced on 2023. Who developed it? I thought this was interesting. Created by a digital asset, founded by former JP Morgan executive Blythe Masters. So you've got JP Morgan involved. Marvin Davis is in the house. What's up, buddy? Thank you for being a part of the show. We appreciate you being here. Love that our crew is back, coming on slowly, and it's our fault because we weren't here on Monday. They probably thought we quit or something. But we're here. We're here. Mondays and Thursdays. We just got blasted with snow. And again, if you have anything to fill in or suggest or talk about on this Canton network, please let us know. And we know that Bitcoin, the PD coin, is definitely a big Canton lover, and is I am now. Who developed it? We mentioned just now. What is it? It's a public permission blockchain network designed for banks, financial institutions, tokenized assets, real world settlement. Connects financial institutions, allows tokenized assets to move, keeps transaction details private, enables synchronized settlement. Think Wall Street meets blockchain, but compliant. That's pretty cool. Canton is a very, very, very important network to know about, I believe. How does it work? Institutions run their own nodes, smart contracts written in DAML, D-A-M-L. If I'm saying that incorrectly, let me know. Only involved parties see the data, and assets can move across apps privately, which is very different than most blockchains because it's very public.
Yep.
Very
Yeah.
interesting stuff.
I don't know how that works, but
It's-
that's fascinating.
It's privacy first, but still interoperable. What value does it bring? Good question. Institutional adoption, real world asset tokenization, regulatory friendly design, interoperability, and privacy designed for trillions in traditional finance. This is not a meme coin energy. This is infrastructure energy.
Did you say
Guys,
this is ISO compliant?
This is ISO compliant.
It is ISO
I'm-
22022.
And you can double check that too. And if Biden the PD coin, everybody else wants to. Another tip for everyone, especially not in the US, get Starlink. Starlink is at a now. I know Starlink from that's with
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, yes. But is that something that is a crypto you can buy Starlink? Do they have a crypto?
No, what's he saying on that? Read it out loud.
Another tip for everyone, especially not in the US, get Starlink. And I think it's just to mention,
I think it's
mentioning just for internet. I think
Yeah.
Starlink's a great thing to have. Who is using Canton? This is also shocking. Goldman Sachs, BNY Mellon, Deloitte, and Microsoft are already using the Canton network.
Do you know how they're using it? They're not paying their employees with that.
Well, I think the paying stuff comes from Zebec. You keep jumping into pay. Over 30 major financial institutions joined at launch. Can you, what's that? Can you buy Canton? Important. There is currently no native public token called Canton trading on exchanges. I think that's where I got confused. It's infrastructure, not a retail coin.
Well, it's not called Canton. It's CC.
It's CC. Carlos Moda is back. Thank you so much for joining us. Hey, Carlos from Brazil again. There is going to be a climb soon, starting subtly, and then exploding to the moon. XRP. Amen, brother.
Amen.
Thank you so much for being a part of the show today. We love having you, and thank you for being here from Brazil, baby. Brazil. We have people from all over the world. This is the world of Intro to Crypto. The Intro to Crypto podcast is a world phenom that you guys blow my mind from all over the world. We got a friend from South Africa, who hasn't jumped on yet. Bitcoin, the PD coin. Facebook has done something with XRP. I didn't read the full article. Didn't know that. That's very interesting stuff. Headliner right there.
Yeah, I know there was some. I know Facebook was.
Can you do me a favor?
There was a lot of stuff that was going on Facebook. Facebook and crypto.
Yeah. Okay. Price history. And then I asked, will XRP will Ripple it? Hold on. Sorry. We're going to. Okay. That's my Canton information. Is that helpful to you guys? Did you guys know about this? Carlos Moda says it will catch many people off guard on the XRP and Facebook. I think it just caught us off guard. So that's really huge. Tommy's back. Tommy's throwing some cheers in the house over here. Thank you, Tommy, for being part of the show. Hopefully you like what we're talking about so far. We just talked about Canton. We're going to get into Zebec. And by the way, that was Carlos Moda said will catch people off guard. Bitcoin, the PD coins, and also Deutsche Bank. Douche.
No. Deutsch.
Not douche. Deutsche Bank and HSBC partner with Ripple. Wow. That's massive.
This says, by the way, for early 2026, there is no direct confirmation partnership or integration between Meta and Ripple, while Meta is exploring a potential comeback for its stablecoin initiatives. Discussions surround XRP on Facebook are dominated by user-generated content, market analysis, and debates regarding decentralizations.
Interesting. Very interesting. Let's get more about the XRP and Facebook. If you guys have some details you can share, please let us know. All right, Zebec. A lot of you guys have taught us about Zebec, getting involved in Zebec. Atlanta talks about Zebec. He also talks about Canton. So if you're a Zebec fan, if you like Zebec, you don't know what Zebec is, let's have a little listen about Zebec. Zebec lets you get paid every second instead of every 2 weeks. Instead of here's your paycheck Friday, it's here's your paycheck now. You earn money every second you work, and we stream it to you. Like Netflix, but payroll. for payroll. One was founded in 2021, built on the Solana network. Who developed it? Sam Thapalia founded Zebec. Where can you buy ZBCN, also known as Zebec? It's available on many exchanges, including Uphold, KuCoin, Gate, IO, Bybit. I'm sure there's a bunch of other ones too. What is Zebec? It's a real-time payment streaming protocol.
KuCoin threw Americans out, by the way.
Is that right? It's okay. Good to know. What does it do? What does Zebec do? It's a payroll streaming subscription payments. How do you pronounce that word?
DAO.
DAO payments, DAO payments, DAO, crypto debit cards, treasury management tools. How does it work? It uses smart contracts. Funds are locked, released continuously per second. No waiting for batch payment. What value does it bring? Solves payroll friction, improves liquidity, modernizes financial infrastructure, bridges crypto to real-world payments. Zebec bridges crypto to real-world payments. Who is using Zebec? Web3 companies, DAOs, crypto native payroll users, partnerships with card payments and providers. They've expanded to crypto debit cards, real-world payment rails. You can see a little more over here. And let's see if something I should talk about. A brand structure, swings. Okay. Zebec focused on payment flow. XRP focused on liquidity and settlement. Could they align? Yes. Officially announced? No. So interesting that we just got that thing about Facebook talking about Canton, right? Or was it Canton? Very interesting stuff. In the meantime, something you guys have been talking about is the sweatshirt. So I want you to know I've been working for the last week heavily on our new sweatshirt. And the design of it is very cool. I want to thank Bitcoin the PD Coin for the ideas and suggestions. A lot has played into the Phoenix rising and in gold with XRP. And it, I think, is pretty cool. I looked at the 1988 cover of the magazine. I forgot the name of the magazine. Was it the World?
The
Economist magazine. I saw that, by the way. That Phoenix looks like a crazy bird. You know, this one's a little bit more like I'm here. And we're developing a website called the intro to crypto.com is the website. Giving you a heads up. It'll be available hopefully in the next week or two as it's going through the development stage. I really appreciate the opportunity to get this over to you guys if you just see it. But I kind of want to keep it as a teaser right now until it's finally done. It's going to be pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool.
I saw it.
So we'll have
been working hard on it. Dave.
Yeah, we'll have that. It's a process. Bitcoin the PD Coin says COMEX server crashed again yesterday when silver was pushing. Did you know that?
Well, you know, I was coming back from Florida yesterday, so I'm a little.
You haven't been watching the silver thing?
I have not been watching silver at all. I'm going to take a quick peek right now, just out of curiosity. Deplorable Badass, again, it was here. What's up, fellas? Let's go XRP. And I want to say to you that this XRP has been making me a little crazy. You know, silver's doing well. 88.
Back to 88 from 75, 76, 70,
yep.
88.
Yep.
Very nice.
Down $2, guys. It was in the 90s.
That's pretty impressive. I was making something to drink for myself. I was running around trying to get on back in front of me here. I left the drink over there like a schmuck. So if I sound a little hoarse, I apologize. So what's going on? We made a new song. I started playing the beginning over there for you guys. Not sure if you heard it. A rock and roll version of the Intro to Crypto. Not sure if you'd like to hear it or not. If you're just coming on now, I thought it was pretty cool. Blaze had asked for a rock and roll version of it, so we decided to make a rock and roll version. So I'm going to play it for you guys. I'd like to know what you think, thoughts and feelings, if you don't mind. I'm going to hit that now.
It started with a question.
Let me know if it's too loud.
Learning week by week. David and Michael, the truth is what we speak. Not hype, not noise, not chasing a ghost. Just the utility that matters the most. It's not about the trend or the overnight scheme. It is about the clarity of a global dream. Utility and logic, the end game is inside. Moving through the darkness toward a digital life. We're peeling back the layers of the old world ways. Counting down the minutes of the legacy days. Building up the knowledge, brick by heavy brick. Finding out the secrets that make the system tick. With a dollar, sham just begun. Cloud stacking steady. Having fun. Fish to dolphin. Shark on the rise. Whale to big whale. All seeing the prize. From the smallest star to the deepest blue. Every single level is coming through.
Need your opinions, guys. Need your opinions of the rock and roll version versus country.
Built by ripple, vision lit so strong. Brad House pushing progress along. The code runs deep, designed to always last. David Schwartz building rails that move value fast. Different levels, but we share the same belief. On a global network, finding real relief. Built for the speed, built to connect. Moving value forward with every step. With a dollar, shrimp just begun.
What?
Stacking steady, octo having fun. Fish to dolphin, shark on the rise. Whale to big whale, all seeing the prize. From the smallest star to the deepest blue.
Maybe those three facts you guys.
Every single level is coming through. Coming through. Learning with David and Michael here together, side by side through the changing weather, through the noise, through the fear, through the rising tide. With nowhere left for the truth to hide. The future is bright and the signal is clear. This isn't just a moment, the future is here. XRP is here, the rails are set in stone. Value moving fast into the great unknown. Side by side, we're learning every day. The signal is clear, we've found the way.
Good stuff, right? I'll
Yep.
kill it. All right, so hope you guys liked it. I'm going to read some of the comments over here. Thank you for your patience. Let's see. We got all right. So Carlos Moda, I bought some XRP in July of 2016, and I'm still holding it today. Amen, brother. That is amazing.
That's it.
I remain insured. 24-hour open chart here, and we got
What does that mean?
20. I remain insured, like insured. 24-hour open chart here, and we have Bullish Bird. Thank you for joining us, Bullish Bird. Love having you.
Yeah.
Davis. Marvin Davis must have passed you along. Love it, love it, love it. Tommy back here again. I have a virgin ears. I can't hear that. My mommy won't let me. That's hilarious. And Bitcoin to PD Quint is better than the last tune, so better than the country one. Thank you very much for sharing. I appreciate that. Deplorable Badass. I want to like it, but I don't. So Deplorable Badass doesn't like this one here. Okay, I need some.
He wants classical.
Maybe
you got to do a classical
maybe
version.
classic.
What kind do you want?
Or do you want some kind of hip hop? Deplorable Badass. Let me know what you like. I want to know. Bitcoin to PD Quinn says, did you use Grok to make it? I used Grok the other day to make a tune about KX250. I did not use Grok. It's funny you mentioned. I'm using a company that's Actually, Mike, it's called Soniva Music, Soniva Music. That was the company I used to make it. These music companies are allowing us to make this music for ourselves. I mean, you put in information and it allows us to make some really cool stuff. And it made me think about today of musicians, right? All these musicians who had to come up with their own words for songs. Now they have an idea and you put some bits and pieces into it and it comes out and makes
5 seconds.
It's
To 5 minutes.
unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I mean, I gotta tell you,
Scary.
it is scary. I was talking to someone about the AI stuff, my wife actually specifically about AI. She really doesn't use it much in her business life. And I told her that it's on because she doesn't know, she never used ChatGPT, she never used Grok, she never used any of this stuff before. And it's surprising because with everything around us today, it seems like you have to either get to know it really quickly and it's so much to take in, or you're so left behind. The scary part is how much of AI is going to play a role in our daily lives as far as taking over our jobs.
Yeah.
And we talk about AI. We took that stable crew and having that system in place for buying and selling crypto.
Yeah. I was talking, when I was in Florida, I was talking to one of my friends and he was like, we have 5 years. He says, I need to get on the AI. He says, I'm not on it. He says, if I'm not in the AI piece, I'm concerned that I'm going to be totally left behind. And I said, well, you're not going to be completely left behind. I said, because you're into crypto, you're into XRP, you're into various things. I said, as the AI takes over, I suspect that the AI is going to have to pay and probably use some of these cryptos to buy into various things or whatever, which would obviously help us with our crypto piece altogether. Even if it's, I'm sure the banking system's coming along and everything, but wait till the bots pay for whatever with other bots.
Right.
So that's only going to increase.
It's definitely going to be very interesting. We got over here, Bitcoin to PD Coin says, how about a peek at the design on the hoodie? I can post my email here. I would do that for you. I'd be happy to give you a sneak peek of the design. Why not? I think since you've been much involved in the idea, I'm happy to do it.
There you go.
I mean, I can even do it from my phone, I think. I'm not sure how it will show up. But let's see. Bullish Bird says person turquoise waving. Bullish Bird says person turquoise waving. Well, it's got to be something. I don't know the language, but I know it has to do with like the what's it called? That guy with all the different not the bear,
oh, you're talking about all the
the guy with all the different things. The plural badass says, I gave AI a spreadsheet of all my XRP purchases, dates, amounts, and price.
Wow.
Many transactions, and it calculated my average buy price at 205. Wow. That's pretty amazing. That's really pretty amazing. Wow. I'm blown away by that. That's pretty scary and pretty cool at the same time that it can do that. It's funny when you talk to, I use ChatGPT a little bit. I haven't used Grok before. I didn't download the Grok one.
Well, it's sort of funny because AI is, I was talking to my nephew and I was telling him that my company is rolling out a competition for AI.
Yes.
And he's into the whole technology piece.
Yes.
And he said the reason why they're doing that and they're paying, competition and everything is they're trying to get more adoption of AI to everybody. So he figured that my company rolling these things out is going to help, which is actually doing, because I'm actually in there every day to try to win the competition. And
it's forcing you to use something that you're not used to using.
I wouldn't have used it if it wasn't for the competition. Yeah, 100%.
But you know what? It's what we need. It's what we need today to get us to do so. We need like a little push off the shelf. I'm trying to find the picture of the version of the sweatshirt for you guys. Bitcoin, the PD coin. Let me just try and grab that. It's going to be. I've been working on this.
Send you the email.
You want to get me an email? You can definitely post that there. if I share with you, can you see that?
Yeah. I see it.
That is what you're looking at right there. What do you think? What's your opinion? Hopefully it's not backwards when you're looking at the screen. That's what we're working on. And I would love to have your thoughts and feelings. I'm hoping you love it. I'm pretty pumped about it. There's some other details about it, but that's kind of what we got going on there. Bitcoin to Bitcoin, did you see that? Please give me a heads up and see me a thumbs up if you got a chance to see that again.
Go a little closer. Stand up. What does it say on the bottom?
It says built in the fire because XRP's been built in the fire, man. I thought that was a really cool, like little thing there.
Awesome.
Yeah. So a little something coming out. Want to make it look sweet logo. Deployer Badass. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate that. I want to listen. You guys came up with the idea, and to be fair and reasonable. And what I want to do is I want something available that you see that you want to wear, and it's going to be something. I'm going to make it very affordable. Whatever. First of all, the thing is going to be a good quality sweatshirt. It's not going to be anything cheap. It's going to be affordable. Tommy gives a thumbs up. Thank you, Tommy.
A lot of hearts going on there.
And it's going to be something that when you have it in your hands, you're going to be proud to wear it. You know, it's going to be logoed up. It's going to be comfy and cozy, and it's going to be something I think that is going to be pride of what we are, what we do, right? And then we're going to come up with more sweatshirts and ideas because you guys have ideas, and we're going to come up with ideas together, and we'll have a little store online over there for you guys. But it's got to be something of good quality and cool ideas. And it could be something where we have different logos on it, well, different, but I'll definitely have an XRP brand specifically. And Bitcoin says, bit hard to see on my phone. All right, let me try and get this. I'm going to try and get a little closer.
A little hard to see.
Sorry, my friend.
Can you get it? Can you get closer to that?
Any closer?
Can you stand up?
I could, but
you got to stand up. Come on, Davey. There you go. A little higher. There you go. That should work.
Hopefully that's better. I just don't know if it shows the backward. Sometimes you look at something on camera and it's backwards.
Yeah.
So hopefully that one guy says that would make a great tattoo for your chest. Oh, man. You know what? It's funny you mentioned about the tattoo. I definitely see myself with XRP tattoo at some point. It's going to be something.
$100? I mean, it's not like you don't already have ink. I have none.
Yeah. Well, Bitcoin to Bitcoin gave me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Definitely think it would make a great tattoo. That's a great idea. Deployer Badass says, I'm going to screen grab it and beat you to the market. I love it. That's a compliment. That's a compliment and a half. I appreciate you even saying that out loud. And you know what? By all means, listen, we work together having fun. Tommy says, stay vigilant. The flip of the switch is about to happen ASAP. I'm happy you mentioned that, Tommy, because it's amazing how much negativity I see on XRP. I hate when I open my phone up on Google. Google is so anti-XRP. It's almost like it has a vendetta against XRP. And Tommy's got $10 XRP. $10,000 XRP. I love it. Let's see. Big Watch Dude. Thank you for joining the show. We appreciate you being here. Let us know where you're from. Hey, David and Michael, you guys are a breath of fresh air, and I appreciate your enthusiasm. Thank you so much. That is awesome.
Please like and subscribe.
Please like and subscribe. Definitely subscribe to our channel.
Very nice of you.
Yo, what's up, Marvin? At Marvin Davis. I love it. Marvin is a character over here, bringing on people. I love you, Marvin. And Big Watch Dude says, what's up, bullish? And that one guy says, I keep saying pump next week. I think next week. And Bitcoin the PD Coin says XRP symbol on the lower arm of the hoodie. in big
Oh.
letters.
Well, that's a good idea.
Well, it's actually it actually is part of the sweatshirt. You're calling it out. It's already it's
But is it on
happening.
the arm?
It is on the arm. It's on the,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Did you know that? How did you know that? It's actually going to be a logo here and a logo here. So you're going to have one on like the wrist and one on the shoulder. Maybe you saw it already. But it's going to be.
He works for the company that's helping you design it.
And Bullish Brit says, "What's up, big watch dude? I love you guys going back and forth over here." Jay Henry's back. Thank you for being here, Jay Henry.
Hello,
Good to
Jay.
see you, buddy. Shout out to my cousin Marvin Davis. Oh man, you guys are awesome. Jay Henry says, big watch dude. I'm not sure if he's talking about my watch or that watch. But by the way, I do love watches. Speaking of that, and you guys are going back and forth. Oh, the big watch dude. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. Bullish Bird. I love you guys. You guys are awesome going back and forth. Jay Henry in the building. Awesome stuff. What do you see over there?
I was just taking a look just to see what the fear and greed index is today.
It's got to be low. Probably
it was as low as 5 last week.
No kidding.
Last week, currently today it's 11.
I saw.
So
TDJC is back. Hello, my friend. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you being on the show. Not sure if you caught the beginning at all or got to hear the music. If you didn't, maybe get a chance to watch it later and listen to the song. We have a new rock and roll song playing for us. And that one guy says, Brad Garlinghouse has some cool XRP tattoos.
yes.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Did you ever see the tattoos from him?
Yeah.
I can't even picture him in a tattoo. He looks like two.
Oh yeah,
clean
no.
cut.
He's
all
XRP
inked up?
tattoos.
No
Yep.
kidding.
Yep.
Can you be fair? Pull up the XRP tattoos on Brad Garlinghouse. I'd love to see that. I did not know that.
While we're on air,
Ryan Perry says, when clarity does inevitably pass, how long best educated guess till 3-digit XRP? Ryan Perry, first of all, thanks for being on the show here
Jake
today.
thinks it's going to be before clarity.
Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And that question is, I don't know, man. I feel like
We're done. I've
jinxed
predicting.
myself on talking about, when it's going to 3-digit. I'm looking for a 2-digit right now. A 3-digit would just blow my mind. We got a lot. You guys are jumping here hard. I love it. I love it. Love it. Big Watch Dude says, hey, David and Michael, what do you guys think about Canton token? We actually covered the Canton token at the beginning of the show. We did a whole X group on it. I love Canton. I think Canton is a sleeper that a lot of people don't know about. Doesn't get a lot of the hype and noise about it. The fact of what it does, the fact how it works, and the fact that JP Morgan actually was the founder of this Canton. It blew my mind. And Tommy says the thing is about to happen ASAP because there's no liquidity, no more. Banks are in trouble. Bitcoin PD Coin says, remember, we are not supposed to have XRP. It's not meant for us. This is why all the dumps are happening. It's absolutely mind-boggling and true and crazy. Ryan Perry says, sorry. Yeah, 2-digit is more realistic, LOL. Oh, that's interesting. You can't really see it, though. It's kind of like, look, it's got burned into his arm versus actually his arm, if that's really his arm.
Well, I'm just looking at the tattoo. I'm not looking at that little bit there.
No, but even this doesn't look like a tattoo, like so tattoo-ish.
Yeah, it's pretty subtle. It's not like he's not all inked up.
Definitely very subtle. Carlos Moda says, as soon as XRP explodes, we'll see each other in Dubai and have a caipirinha. Caipirinha. I want to have a caipirinha. It sounds yummy. And I want to go to Dubai. Absolutely. It's supposed to be gorgeous there. Listen. So let's go back into this suppression or depression of XRP, right? Yep. If you open your phone up and you go to Google, like I just go to Google here, right? And I see XRP and I click on it. Everything is XRP for me. And because it knows what I'm interested in, right? When I go into it, I think that Google plays such a personal role as to what it puts out there. And it's not positivity. And the reason for that is because Google has their own blockchain that is competing with XRP. Isn't that crazy?
That's your belief.
Oh, it's
right?
not a belief. It told me. I went to Google. I said, "Why are you so anti-XRP? What are you competing with it?" And let me know that it's competing.
Really?
You guys have to look that up, by the way.
Hmm.
Tommy says, Ryan, they need to be at least need to be set at a high price to move money around the world. It's not gonna work for them. If anything, it's going to cost him more money in the long run. Let's see. And Bitcoin to PD Coin says, not Dubai, but a private island. I like that.
Go.
And that one guy says they might take a little time shaking us out before 100. You know, even myself, the emotional guy, I'm like the emotional guy here, right? Like when I watch everything happening, it really makes me, I have to put the phone down. I have to walk away from it. I have to open up some stuff and listen to all the stuff that's real. The
and
shaking,
call me.
And then call you for therapy. The shaking out of people who own XRP is maddening to me. The amount of power and leverage that's involved with the industry of crypto, the banking industry, the world of stocks and bonds, BlackRock, JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, all these companies which are really playing a role as to what's happening in the world of XRP and crypto. It's just mind-boggling. You know, when I talk to my buddy Chris, he says to me, he sent me something about Bitcoin. That Bitcoin's going to go down to zero. Literally just sent this to me. I couldn't pull the article up. And I thought it to be very interesting because, you know, listen, it's the Godfather, right? It says Bitcoin zero crypto evangelists have run out of stories to tell. You know, what is happening with Bitcoin, right? I mean, if you own a Bitcoin and it went from $127,000 down to $60,000, I'd be upset. I would be thinking about dumping it. That's a lot of money to lose.
But you were the same guy that was, let's just say, hypothetically bought it at 100. Would you be thinking that way?
I bought XRP at 100 right now.
No, if you bought Bitcoin at 100, it went up to 120,000 and then pulls back to 60. That would be no different than you buying XRP at 50 cents, having it go to to $3 and then go down to $1.50.
Right.
You know, if you're convicted, you're going to be convicted.
That's exactly. It's all about conviction. Bitcoin to PD Coin. The day is coming the day is coming soon when you can't buy XRP. I believe in the next 2 months. Wow, Blade is back. Digital currency, the new system cannot be in place until everything is in place. You think that all the AI centers they want to build is only for AI. That's a very interesting point you put out there, buddy. They're going to need that kind of processing power for the new digital world. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a tremendous amount of sense. Wow.
Is that to track us as well, is the question with this whole AI thing?
When you're
talking about the data centers picking up the way they're going to do, is it going to be more? Is it going to be more tracking of us? You know what I'm saying? And more the next level. I'm just asking.
Big Watch Dude says, I heard you guys talk about being in real estate. What role do you think digital ledger technology will play? Good question. And I'm going to jump into the answer. Bitcoin to PD Coin says, there is a reason I never trusted Bitcoin, and the reason was Epstein in the end. And that one guy says, Japan and Korea about to fire up some XRP settlements. Amen. Hallelujah. So going back to your question with the real estate world part of it, I want to just answer that question. Again, Big Watch always says, I've heard you guys talk about being in real estate. What role do you think digital ledger technology will play? It's already playing a role, actually, because Pripco is a company in Dubai, by the way. I'm not sure if you know this. You can buy with crypto. With crypto, you can buy pieces of apartment buildings. You can actually buy property in Dubai with crypto, with digital assets. Unbelievable. Very cool stuff.
Well, it's not just that. I mean, my company just had a whole podcast. I mean, a whole thing.
I couldn't. What company you work for?
No, I don't want to. I really don't want to go through it. But they were literally talking about the fact that using crypto now for assets for people, so it's starting to become more mainstream. I mean, most of my coworkers don't want anything to do with crypto, but yet now we're doing meetings showing that they can
What
use
are the
crypto assets for down payment.
What are
and
the
closing
ages?
costs.
What are the ages of the people that you work with that are against or not wanting to talk about crypto? I'm just curious.
All different ages. I mean, honestly, if I went to a party or a luncheon and I
Yep.
talked about it, I'd be the only one. Probably anywhere from people in their 30s up to their 60s.
No kidding.
Yeah, no,
And a
nobody.
large majority of them don't want to be involved in it.
None of them.
You're saying, no kidding.
None of them. As a matter of fact, even the ones that are big producers, they were basically saying that it's a speculative kind of thing. But I don't think they also learned and absorbed the stuff that we are absorbing.
Absolutely. They're keeping their eyes and ears shut and they blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Bitcoin, the PD coin says, sorry to say, but war will come before the reset. And Jay Henry says the Federal Housing Financial Administration already accept cryptocurrency as part of your risk assessment for buying real estate.
Mm-hmm.
You're exactly right, Jay Henry. And Crypto Chevy, a new one for us in the house. Thank you for joining us. Please like and subscribe and let us know in the world you're from. Clarity Act has to get passed before any major moves happen. Big boys front run though. Blade says they want to tokenize everything. That is a fact. And that one guy says fractionalized real estate ownership. I think that fractionalized real estate ownership is going to happen much sooner than later, especially since it's already happening in the Middle East and around the world. I think it's going to happen sooner than later. It's a great idea to have it in the States for you to be able to buy as a young person. Imagine being able to buy pieces of real estate, having an investment like buying a stock and bond.
Yeah.
Love the idea tremendously. Big Watch Big Watch dude says the crypto watch can't be stopped. Get on board and get left behind. And Bitcoin, the PD coin says most people can't comprehend that a new financial system is coming. The Bloro Badass, I was turned off on crypto for a long time due to Marone on social media. Oh, sorry, morons. My God, my brain and my mouth. I need something to drink. Due to morons on social media pushing meme coins. It's funny you mentioned the meme coins. I remember people talking about meme coins a lot. It was the biggest thing was meme coins. And that's what I first learned about with the meme coins, but the XRP at the same time. And the meme coins were exciting because they're so cheap. But what is it? It's just a trend.
Yep.
And then they rug pull you.
Yep.
And you lose your shirt.
Yep.
And that's why meme coins
Same
are
thing with
bad.
NFTs. How many people do you know lost a lot of money? They invested in NFTs. They made a lot of money on the NFTs.
And I have not heard about NFTs in a long time. Speaking of NFTs, there hasn't been a conversation piece about that.
Well, the NFTs will be back, and it will probably be used for the tokenization. They'll probably make an NFT of the real estate. So that's the way it will be. You'll end up buying an NFT, which will buy you a piece of that real estate. Probably
makes a lot of sense. Let's see. Bitcoin, the PD coin. Most people can't comprehend that a new financial system is coming. Deplorable Badass. I was turned off. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm repeating these things back. I have to scroll back over here. Crypto Chevy says DTCC said 2027 they should have 100 trillion tokenized. Wow. Good stuff, Crypto Chevy. And please, again, let us know where you're from. Please.
It's just 10% of that goes through XRP.
Oh, my God. Please subscribe and like. Thank you so much. Bitcoin, the PD coin, meme coin people are going to get ruined. I agree with you 100%. Bitcoin, the PD coin, NFT, not FKN here. I like that. I'm sorry, there. Oh, my God, my eyes. Not usually say fucking yeah.
Yeah, I got that.
I don't want to get in trouble here. Jay Henry says XRPH healthcare bullish been DCA for 3 years now.
Good man.
I like that.
Yep,
I like that a lot. Definitely healthcare. Healthcare system is broken in my opinion to some degree. And with that being said, I definitely see that being involved with healthcare. It's going to be everything. It's going to be everything. Once it catches, it's going to like fire like in a rope. And it's just going to, right?
I agree.
Tommy says the one that do not understand crypto is the baby boomers. They're still stuck in their ways. You know what? my father, it's a baby boomer, right?
Mhm.
Like, I went to see him a couple weeks ago, and I don't know how the conversation came up, but he says to me, "It's not real." That's what he says. It's not real. I don't even know how to. It's like you're talking to somebody and it's your father too, because
Yeah, but there was a perfect thing. You should have gone into your wallet, pulled out $100, not $100, $1.
Yeah.
Rip it up and go, Dad, is this real?
Right.
And throw it at him. See how that goes, right? Because I don't know is a paper dollar real? No.
Well,
it's not like silver. It's not like gold.
Well, you can't rip it up. It's definitely real.
It's real. What? No, it's only determined. The value is only based on what people value it at. There's really no value to currency.
Yeah, Tom, it's stuck in their ways. And then Bitcoin, the PD coin says, don't forget XLM and HBAR. No, we're not forgetting. It's just not topic of mind, right? Because it's not the XRP, but you're absolutely right, especially with those two coins there. Daniel James is back. Hello again from Finger Lakes, NYS.
New York State.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Finger Lakes.
I'm so worried to say the wrong things nowadays. My gosh. New York State. What do you think of Flare Network and their partnership with Ripple?
Love them.
Love them. As a matter of fact, the last time I was on the show with you, I had a Flare drop that dropped in because I always staked the Flare. That was pretty awesome. I love that just happened so naturally. I also, by the way, I staked my HBAR. If you haven't staked your HBAR yet, I'm pointing to the microphone. If you haven't staked your HBAR yet, stake your HBAR. Yeah, why not? Uphold does that. Pretty cool stuff. Bitcoin, the PD coin says USRX. I mentioned it last week. I haven't looked it up yet. Did you look up USRX? No. And Crypto Chevy says all financial services will be on the blockchain. It's happening now. Just going to be patient. Amen. And that one guy says stubborn baby boomers only know what the legacy media tells them. And that's true. But my father, he's very conservative. I'll say that. He doesn't watch regular TV. He definitely watches more news than anything else, which is why it blows my mind.
But not business news.
He watches Fox News.
But does he watch business
news? I don't know. Like I wonder
business news with Brad Garlinghouse on. And
I wonder.
I'm just
curious. It's a really good point you mentioned that. I'm gonna have to ask him that question as you watch the business news. I want to think he does, but maybe he doesn't.
Why don't you send him a YouTube video with Brad Garlinghouse?
You know what he says to me? His very good friend, who's been involved in the stock market, who's very successful, says it's all crap. And he believes what he hears from a friend which is so not like my father. It's so strange. I think he's going through that. Again, he's a brilliant man. He's 78. He's very knowledgeable in politics and the world and everything else. But when it comes to crypto, he's just not believing in it. Let's see. Bitcoin. Wow, you guys are jumping fast over here on me. Please forgive me. I'm a little behind on the messages. So let me scroll down. Okay, Jay Henry, give your dad a Uphold debit card with some crypto on it. Then let him spend it. Then show him what he spent. It's a pretty good idea.
Actually, it's a very good idea.
It's a really good idea. I liked it a lot, Jay Henry. Bitcoin, the PD coin, watch the news and find the lies. Facts. And Crypto Chevy says, how many chain will be used and which ones?
That's a good question.
Edward Mann, thank you for joining us, Edward Mann, on the show. Please like and subscribe and let us know where you're from. Stable coins are now banned. Stablecoins are now banned.
Can we answer that question? That was a good question for the newbie.
How many chains will be used and which ones?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great question. I mean, obviously can't name them all, but typically, we have a handful of ones, that we talk about all the time. All the ISO compliant tokens, first of all.
XLM, XTC, HBAR, Canton, Algorand. I'm sorry, it's been a while. Oh my God, it's going through these things over here. You're right. Algorand.
Then there's some of the other ones, the Ondos, the Axelars, there's certain ones. I mean, those are the ones that are going to be running the financial system, probably, most likely. That's our belief. So, so how many? I think there probably will be maybe a couple of hundred, but there's 20,000 right now.
Right.
So if you're not buying quality crypto,
blue chip crypto.
blue chip quality cryptos, you're
Utility.
probably wasting a lot of money, especially after we pass the bill.
Yeah.
Because it's going to shut down a lot of them probably.
Edward Mann says stable coins are now banned. And then King Christopher's back. Thank you so much for being here,
Okay.
King Christopher. They don't want people to know. That is true. They don't want people to know. And Tommy says, you just said it. The dollar is not real. Mike, good job, buddy. It is a Federal Reserve. Do not let us sink in. Reserve note. Let that sink in, or let us sink in. Crypto Chevy, what's the Walmart, Target, gas station, bars, grocery stores, etc.? Marathon, I believe, is what you're talking about from the because I know in Florida they have Marathon gas stations at Walmart. And King Christopher says ISO 20022 chains. Deplorable Badass says if it's got an ETF, it'll be used. I agree with you 100%. Bitcoin, the PD coin, stable coins are not banned. They're CBDCs with limits. And Jay Henry says ISO 20022.XRP. Again, we have
5 minutes.
Yeah. Crypto Chevy says White House is siding with the banks. No yield on stables. King Christopher says $PZBCN is flying RN. You said boo?
I said blue to the fact that they're not paying on stable coins.
MacMan88, another new welcome to the show. Thank you for being here, my friend. Please like and subscribe and let us know where in the world you're from. Where can I find out the latest info on XDC? Well, I know that Uphold has a lot of information on it, and outside of that, YouTube for sure. And Blade says government is just stalling. It's just a show. Once ready, you'll see everything passing. Amen and hallelujah. Pay Melon XRP, thank you for joining the show again. Let us know where you're from, and please make sure to like and subscribe. Here and Accounted, we love you, man. What did I miss? A lot. Talking Canton Network, you're talking my language. I've been trying to tell the Maxis about it for months. Go back to the beginning of the show if you don't mind. We did a whole thing on Canton. I'll highlight it again. And also, great coin, great place to be. King Christopher Paul, right now, RN, right now. And I think RN's for right now, right? RN, right now, RN.
Or registered. What is
registered, maybe, I don't know. King Christopher, please let us know what RN stands for. Bitcoin, the PD coin, banks debanked Trump and his family. I don't think they are a fan of banks. Pay Melon XRP says, pay me an XRP is my, I'm sorry, that's right. Pay me an XRP. I did that last time. I apologize. All right. Pay me an XRP. Pay me an XRP. I apologize, my friend. Thank you for clearing that up for me again. You know what it is? I'm reading so many things at once. I really need some water. And in the meantime, I didn't come prepared.
You're getting ready anyway.
Yeah, we're getting ready. Definitely getting ready. Listen, I'm going to go back over the Canton because you guys didn't hear about the Canton stuff. So I'm going to try to do a little highlight on Canton. Back from the beginning of the show. Put some respect on it. Pay me an XRP, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I love it. All right. Canton.
Not long, Dave. Keep going because we only got
most blockchains are okay.
1 minute 46
Imagine
seconds.
a private internet just for banks and big money companies. This is Canton. Most blockchains are fully public, like shouting in a park. Canton is different. It lets companies keep secrets, but still connect to other companies safely without everyone seeing everything. It's like a group text where only people involved in that message can read it, even though it's on a big shared network. The concept began in 2019 to 2020. Public launched in May 2023. It's a created digital asset founded by former JP Morgan Blythe Masters. It uses smart contracts language called DAML, DAML. What is it? A public permission blockchain network designed for banks, financial institutions, tokenized assets, real-world asset settlement. Connects financial institutions, allows tokenized assets to move keeps transaction details private, enables synchronized settlement. That is Canton. Think of Wall Street meeting blockchain, but compliant.
35 seconds.
McMahon, Philly been in the space for 6 years. Just ran into your channel. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining our channel. I believe I am invested in all of the ISO compliant tokens. I forgot I had a big bag of XDC and heard you guys mention it. Good content. Thank you so much. XDC is a phenomenal token to own. Absolutely phenomenal. Bitcoin and PD coin. Canton is only for institutions. How does it work? Institutions run their own nodes. Good timing, my friend. Smart contracts written in DAML. Only involved parties see data. Assets can move across apps privately. And over here, we got more people going back and trying to jump back and forth with you guys. King Christopher, it's running on Texture Capital, which is on the XRPL. TDJC says, thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate you. We appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much. And that one guy says, I can't wait to escape my mother's basement for my own skyrise apartment. Oh, man. Amen. What value does it bring? Institutional adoption, real-world asset tokenization, regulatory-friendly design, interoperability with privacy, designed for trillions in traditional finance. This is not a meme coin.
Just for the record, let's go back to that real quick. Remember, never sell most of your crypto. Live off the investment. Try not to sell it because
that's exactly
otherwise
right.
You're going to be like a lottery winner. You want to have the asset long term. So
that's right.
That's my one thing I just want to add to this.
I like what you're saying, brother. It's absolutely the truth. Absolutely. You guys are laughing over here, and Bitcoin to PD coin says it's coming. Who's using Canton? Goldman Sachs, BNY Mellon, Deloitte, Microsoft. Over 30 financial institutions joined at launch. Canton is real, and it's something you definitely get to know.
Oh, somebody wrote something nice there.
Let's see.
Community.
J. Henry, community. These guys deserve a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Smash the button. Thank you so much, Jay Henry. Appreciate
very nice
you.
Of you, Jay.
Deplore badass. You'll own the whole damn building. Love it. All right, listen, we are at the end of the show. I want to thank you guys. We want to thank you guys so much for being a part of our show. Amen. Thank you every week for joining us. We love and appreciate you. We hope you're enjoying this. I'm going to go back and play our song over here as an ending, our rock and roll version for you.
Started with a question, learning week by week. David and Michael, the truth is what we speak. Not hype, not noise, not chasing a ghost. Just the utility that matters the most.
Crank it up a little bit.
It's not about the trend or the overnight scheme. It is about the clarity of a global dream. Utility and logic, the end game is inside. Moving through the darkness toward a digital light. We're peeling back the layers.
Connect the vote, the flow, badass.
Counting down the minutes of the legacy.
We appreciate you guys.
Hey, guys.
If you love it, give us a thumbs up, smash, and please share.
Good night, guys. We will see you soon. Monday,
around 5 o'clock. We'll be live with you guys. Can't wait to see you. I hope you enjoy what you got over here. And please share. Thank you, TDJC.
What, you got a good?
Love it.
Built by Ripple, vision lit so strong. Brad Garland house pushing progress along. The code runs deep, designed to always last. David Schwartz building rails that move value fast. Different levels, but we share the same belief. On a global network, finding real relief. Built for the speed, built to connect. Moving value forward with every step. With a dollar. Just begun. Crown stacking steady. Having fun. Fast to
stock on the rise. Thank you, that one guy.
From the smallest star to the deepest blue, every single level is coming through. Coming through. Learning with David and Michael here together, side by side through the changing weather, through the noise, through the fear, through the rising tide, with nowhere left for the truth to hide. The future is bright and the signal is clear. This isn't just a moment, the future is here. XRP is here, the rails are set in stone. Value moving
Put it
faster
up and
to
up
the
and
great
down.
unknown. Side by
That'll be you dancing, not me,
Well,
brother.
body surfing and XRP flies up.
We found the way.
All right, guys, have a great one.
Thank you so
Great
much
seeing you.
again. We appreciate being a
Thank
part
you
of our
for
show
staying
every week. We'll see you Monday. Have an amazing weekend. We love you. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
We'll talk to you soon.
Bye, guys.
Awesome stuff.